Hello everybody, welcome to the show. I'm Jacias, your host for today. The topic for discussion for today is the pros and cons of replacing regular Sunday school classes with virtual Sunday school classes. The year 2020 has become a roller coaster ride for most of us, as the COVID-19 pandemic has changed our lives with social distancing. It has caused chaos in lives of most of the people around the globe. Many people have lost their family members while many others have lost their jobs. But if we look on the positive side, many people who are working are now working from home and spending more time with their family members while their kids are at home, learning from schools transferred into online classes. Churches and other places of worship are closed as well. People pray at home itself. Even the Sunday school is now holding online classes. There's a famous saying by Eliot Massey, we should bring the learning to the people and not the people to the learning, which has now become true. But do the kids enjoy it? What do the parents have to say? What do the teachers feel? What is the psychological effects in children? So let's dive into this topic and find out more with our well-distinguished panel of guests here with me today. We have Melvin, who's a Sunday school teacher, Tijo, who's a parent, Shani, who's a well-known psychologist, and Amsha, who's a Sunday school student with St. Gregorios Indian Orthodox Maha. Let's start with Melvin about his views on this topic.
Thank you, Zach. I'm happy that we are able to connect with our children and help them grow spiritually during this time. As we know, an idle mind is a devil's workshop, so this is a good way to keep them engaged.
Let's ask Tijo. On behalf of all parents, can you please tell us your opinion on this topic?
I love the fact that my children would able to attend Sunday school classes on regular basis during this pandemic. I could make it a point that they can attend Sunday school every week and they are attending in the classes.
That's good. Now Shani, please tell us from your experience if these virtual classes are really effective.
As a psychologist, I can say that virtual classes for Sunday school is not a very good idea. Children definitely need to mingle and interact with their Sunday school friends and teachers in person. It's just once a week that they get to do that.
Alright, that's a valid point. Now Aksa, as one of the students attending the virtual classes, what do you and your friends think about it?
I agree with Shani ma'am. No, we don't enjoy them. I would like to meet my friends in person. I miss going with my friends by bus and attending the assembly too.
Now that we have heard everyone's views on virtual classes, let's now discuss on replacing our regular Sunday school classes with virtual Sunday school classes. Aksa, what do you have to say about that?
In my opinion, we should never do that. Going to Sunday school on every Thursday is a welcome break after 1 week regular school. So I wouldn't like that change to virtual classes.
I would agree that the children do get a break after 1 week of school. But I have noticed that the break would start only when the children would leave the home for Sunday school. It's a very big task to get the children ready on time. We parents are tired after work and children usually tired after a day at school as well. They need to be constantly reminded about the importance of socializing and also getting their bags, dresses, ID card ready on time before the bus arrives to pick them up.
This problem can be solved if the children are taught how to manage their time. That will be helpful in more ways than one.
I agree with Tijo. I think it is better to have online classes rather than regular Sunday school classes. It will be beneficial for me too. If I get held up at the office, I could still conduct my classes without rushing to NECK.
Like I mentioned earlier, it's not just about the subject that is taught in Sunday school. It is important to provide every child with a socializing atmosphere. Hence, we need to switch back to real-life classes once it's safe to do so.
Tijo, what do you suggest? Would you recommend on continuing the virtual Sunday school classes even when it's safe?
Yes, of course. While I do understand the importance of socializing, yes, I think it would be better to continue the online classes even when we all are safe. Because this way we don't have to worry about our children. If they have reached Sunday school on time, or if they would miss their bus, or if they have returned on time.
I understand while socializing is important, as mentioned by Amsha and Shani, we must also consider some of the worries that parents and teachers of Sunday school have. Let's now take some questions from the audience. We had posted this subject on our website a few days back and invited questions from the audience to be addressed by the panel. We received many questions, however, due to the time constraints, we will address a few important ones. First question. Does virtual classes benefit to the church in any way? Let's ask Melvin about this first, since he's a Sunday school teacher.
Yes, the church does benefit from this. Our headmaster need not be worried if all the teachers have arrived on time, if it is online. With online classes, teachers could log in from anywhere. Moreover, we had to cancel many Sunday school classes due to the extreme weather condition. All of these can be avoided with online classes.
Tijo, what do you have to say about this?
Yes, indeed. Even the bus, which run just to pick up and drop our kids, would be stopped altogether. And that way we can reduce our carbon footprint, which is a dire concern in today's world. We parents can even save the money that we spend for the buses.
No, it's not only about money. The well-being of our children should be a top priority, and it is when they communicate with others they become emotionally healthy. On a long run, virtual classes can have a negative effect on the kids' communicative needs and skills. Also, if students who come by any private vehicle come by bus, we can reduce our carbon footprint to a great extent.
But Shalin, over the years, technology has advanced. This gives the kids an opportunity to interact with others over various online platforms. So I fail to understand how the emotional well-being of kids are affected.
Information, communication, knowledge transfer. No doubt it's become easy, but does not favor people's all-round development. Man is a social being. When children interact with their peers, it provides them an opportunity to form or maintain friendship, acquire leadership skills, learn about conflict resolution, etc., thereby enhancing their emotional well-being.
Well, virtual communication has its own advantages and disadvantages, and face-to-face contact is essential for building a sense of community. The next question we have is this. Are the students really paying as much as attention in virtual classes as in the regular Sunday school classes? Let's ask the teacher himself.
Yes, I find the students are attentive as in regular classes. We try to make the class more interesting by adding videos and PowerPoint presentations.
That's good. I agree with that point, but however, I have one small question. How do you know whether they are attentive or not? They might be busy with something else online.
After teaching a topic, we'll ask questions. If they don't answer, that means they are not paying attention.
Okay. Are the students really attentive? Amsha, will you please tell us about it?
No, I don't really feel like paying attention. To be honest, I pretend to be attentive when one of my parents are in my room.
Let's ask Shani, a psychologist's point of view.
In my opinion, the virtual classes cannot hold the attention of the students. They can get easily distracted.
Okay, I believe we are coming to the end of this discussion. However, we have time for one last question. Do we need to choose between the two? Can we not find a healthy balance?
Yes, exactly. I think the important point to note that while socializing and communication is important as stated earlier, we do also understand the concerns raised by Melvin sir and Tijo uncle.
So I guess we can conclude by saying that we need to come up with a new plan that is well balanced, like a combination between real life and virtual classes once things go back to normal. Thank you all for your valuable inputs. Now, the decision lies in the hands of our archons, the headmaster and the management. Thank you dear viewers for your valuable inputs. Stay safe and let's hope for the best.